folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Coming to the blog post we want to take and share with you. This is a super cool device from Popa, or called Popa, and it's this is Popa.com. This is Popa.com. It's made by Beep Industries, actually, and you can find it also at everythingbeep.com, everythingbeep.com. They got a few cool stands for iPads and iPhones you should check out too. Now, this is a super cool device. If you grew up in my area, you grew up in an era where there were cameras and they had handles and buttons and different things that were very physical and not virtual. And so what this is actually a handle that attaches to the end of your iPhone. And you can see here it's got a screw base in the bottom that you can attach a wrist holder to. And so you just screw that right in there. And you have a nice wrist holder to kind of just have a great experience with your iPhone, your Popa. They even give you a little bag that you can store your Popa, whatever you want to call that. I'm not sure what the pronunciation is, but it works, and that's what matters. Now, in essence, when you first get this thing, it has a protector over the connector. A protector over the connector, how about that? And that keeps sand, dirt, different things. If you store it in your purse, whatever the case may be, it's not going to get into the protector. So in essence, you come down to the bottom here and you swivel this quickly and easily, and there you have the connector exposed. This comes in at an angle that you wouldn't expect when I first got this. So be very careful at attaching it, and you can see it's kind of an interesting angle. So whatever you do, don't force it. And I'm always very careful about how I connect things to my iPhone, because I don't want to damage the connector so that it won't charge. So there we go. We've got it in. Now, once it's connected, it's holding up pretty well, and it'll hold up with your wrist, of course, attached to it, etc., etc. The wrist thing is really good. Most camera people take and use that so they don't get into trouble if you happen to drop this. But I got to tell you, one of the problems that I have with the iPhone when it's normally taking cameras without the Popa is that when you're doing it, you have to push the button physically on the screen, and when you do that, you usually push it into a way that you have it in focus, and as soon as you hit that button, it takes it out of focus, and you're like, oh man, I screwed up the shot, it's out of focus now. I do that all the time with the iPhone. It's one of the things I don't like. Now, you can of course use the volume buttons now on the iPhone, but this is pretty great because not only does it give you a nice handle that you can handle very easily, it's very easy to grip, you can very quickly just click the top without having to take yourself out of focus. It's more of an up and down motion instead of pushing into the focus area of your camera. So let's take a look at what we do with this here. It comes with a Popa, whatever you want to call it, a Popa screen, or I should say iPhone app. And the iPhone app will basically run your Popa where it'll take the pictures for you. You can see we're snapping some pictures there just by clicking the button. Very cool. It has a self-timer on it, and it even has a thing to control the flash where you can control the flash also. You can hit the Popa button, and then this takes you into the camera area where you can see the different pictures that you take, and you can choose to save them to camera roll, etc., etc. Very cool. You can delete them and edit them, get information on them. I guess this is information on Popa. So be sure to check it out. This is very cool. The app is free in the App Store once you get it. And it's pretty neat the way it integrates. And I got to tell you, holding the iPhone, I feel a whole lot better about it. I mean, if you ever held the iPhone on its own, it's very slippery, it's very sleek, very easy to drop. Where this actually just feels very ergonomically correct to your hand, even for big hands like myself. And look how easy it is just to snap away pictures here. Pretty cool. So be sure to check it out. It's at everythingbeep.com. That's everythingbeep.com. It's also at thisispopa.com. Thisispopa.com. Be sure to check back often the Chris Voss Show to see the latest and coolest technologies and stuff that's out there. Thanks.